That's what we're looking at. Now this is the bay here. There are shags roosting above. No parking after sunset. There's a few murals on the buildings. So that's another view of that magnificent tree. Have a look at the size of it. Some terrific murals though. Have a look at that. Stansbury, tides come in. It looks absolutely fantastic. 13 days to do that. That's freakish. G'day, Goose here. Join me as I visit the picturesque town of Stansbury in South Australia's Yorke Peninsula. I check out the amazing Foreshore and find amazing street murals. And check out the sneaky park up I found just for an overnighter. And stay tuned as the drone gets airborne for some spectacular bird's eye views of the area. G'day, Goose here. I'm at a country town on Yorke Peninsula in South Australia called Stansbury. Very, very, very touristy little town. It's got a pub, a couple of caravan parks. Well, I believe it's the one caravan park, just in two areas. One's more of a permanent place. Both dog friendly. The main street, there's not much around. It's just the basics, the bare minimum. Stansbury's famous for its fishing, canoeing, caravanning, and just general holiday peak times. So we're going to have a look around and check it out. But just where I'm sitting, have a look at this. Where I'm sitting right now, you can actually see what's around me. Now I'm down at the boat ramp where they've got some beautiful parks. I'm actually sitting in one right now, and you can see where I'm parked up, and that's probably where I'll probably put the head down tonight. And in the distance there's another little park as well. Now they've got some terrific walking trails around the area. There's a couple of lookouts. I believe there's one up there as well. You can see the lookout on top of the cliffs there. There's another one down further. But they've got some magnificent walking trails, and as we said, if I turn around, that's what we're looking at. Now this is the bay here at Stansbury. Now in this direction over here, just here where we are actually, is the boat ramp. We've got a breakwater, two breakwaters for the boat ramp, and on the other side of the boat ramp we've got the jetty. One pub, which is just over there, I think, yeah, just through there with our cars parked. One pub, we'll go for a walk past it in a minute, and I believe every country town's got a Foodland IGA, so I'm sure there's one up that street there. And of course they've got the oyster leases out here as well, the pro fishermen. They're all starting to come back in as I speak actually. A few are coming in, so I'll probably go for one and have a look. As I said, even where I'm sitting right now, a couple of nice barbecues, bit of a shelter. There is a sign over there that says please do not camp around here, utilise the caravan parks. So we'll go for a wander around, see what they've got to offer here at Stansbury. As I said, there's a bit of a walking track here as we speak. You can see all along here this walking trail, they've got little bits of information as you go, so that's not a bad idea. So it's not very deep out there either, so it's pretty safe. Hello, Woofer. Hello. Now I'm on the Foreshore walking trail, but there's more walking trails. As I said, there's a few around the place. There's one that goes up and around on top of the cliffs there. There's a walking trail. There's a sign that leads you into it. That takes you up and over the top of the cliffs. And of course, This is the walk to Yorke, even more. Remember we talked about this in the previous video, back at Port Wakefield where it started. Walk to Yorke. So for those who are keen, you can virtually walk all the way around the Yorke Peninsula, all of it. You can tell by the touristic, you see a lot of B&Bs, holiday rentals, 2 caravan parks, 1 pub though. And there's more, the walk to Yorke. So there it is, there's the QR code. If you're interested to have a look, there's the QR code there. Hope you got it. And it gives you the distances and stuff like that. So there's the pub. They're now calling the Rumple Bar and Restaurant instead of the Rumple Hotel. Okay, it's still a pub. Now, they've got warning signs around here. Do not park under the trees for the pine cones. So, how are you? The dogs love it, walking on this. So they say do not park underneath the pine cones. But I did see something earlier. There it is. There are shags roosting above. No parking after sunset. So it's a bit of a deterrent not to park under here, because I reckon the shags sit on the things. Look, I don't know if it's just a warning. And of course they've got these little shelters around the place all along here, variety of seats. So I don't know if you can go in the bottle shop and take a takeaway, come out here and have a drink on the foreshore. Look at the size of this tree too. Absolutely huge. That's look at the roots on the sucker. That's massive. Can't see any and as I said, look at the size of that tree. That's one of the biggest ones of them I've seen. There's a nice leisurely walk along the foreshore as well, so you get the steps up. There's the every town's got their RSL memorials, some more barbecues. There's a mural on the wall there somewhere too. I just see it. Oh yeah. Come in and have a look and you can see the mural better. There's a few murals on the buildings. There's another one just there. Yeah. Moreton Bay fig tree, that's what they are. There you go, so that big sucker down there is one big Moreton Bay fig tree. Put in the comments if you've seen bigger, because that's one of the biggest ones I've seen. And we've got a heap of shelters also along here, so as you see just along there, going back, you got like a wharf type area where you got steps going down to the beach. And along here, you got access to the beach and some shelter, so when it's stinking hot or pouring with rain, you got somewhere to get out the weather. And again, used to be a speedboat club here at one stage. Fair enough. It's 1971 when they stopped it. But anyway, we'll head back and we'll go and have a look at what's happening in the main street. But that's how small Stansbury is when you think about it. So you can imagine what it's like in the summer months, school holidays, Easter, Christmas, when the Pegasus goes off, population of around 400, tens in the thousands. And this is why it's, you know, a beautiful sheltered bay, a jetty in the distance we can go fishing off of, a jetty back there by the caravan park, or not jetty, a breakwater we can go fishing off of. So there's another view of that magnificent tree. Have a look at the size of it. Let's head down to the main street and have a look what's down there. They've got all the warning signs up. They've got 1, 2, 3 warning signs up to say beware of the nesting birds, they shit over your vehicle. Then they've got a couple of signs up saying beware of falling cones as well. So I'm pretty sure they're saying to you, do not park or camp around here. Everyone's parking there, but it's quite funny, do not park here after dark. Cafe, post office, police station. Cafe's not open. Some terrific murals though, have a look at that. Oh, actually you have to cross the road to get a good look at it maybe. I think I might have to. How Stansbury was at one stage. There you go. And this is just about it in the main street. So if you come to Stansbury, alright, they've got the IJ here. They'll probably stock up with what you need. They're actually closed because they've got no power. Ah, there you go. Up the street they're working on the power lines. That's probably why everything's closed. But further in that direction up there, I did see some homes to let, houses to let for holiday. There's another one, holiday house, sleeps 10. Look at that sucker. So that's a walkabout of Stansbury. Small town, but it's very touristy orientated. As I said before, when it comes to the warmer months, Christmas holidays, Easter, school holidays, I'm going to say it's one of the places to come to. There's a few like this around Yorke Peninsula. This is just another one that will probably go off in these summer months. So let's check out what the jetty has got to offer here at Stansbury. As I said, it's very popular with the boaties. It's the launching point for all the oyster boats. So I did see some oyster grounds in that direction up there. If you go, there's a lookout somewhere. There's one lookout there, and there's a lookout down further. On that further lookout, the further one, you can actually see the oyster patches, whatever you call them. But let's have a look at what's happening down the jetty. Go for a wander. There's a nice little area here. Now let's go down the jetty, have a look. But definitely, you probably get some crabs down here. Just recently they've put a ban on certain species of fish. Garfish and calamari, squid. They've just put a ban on. Now they say 12 months. We'll see. And there's what I was talking about. Temporary reduced species limits. Spawning closed for King George whiting. Closed zone closures for southern calamari and southern garfish. So there's all the information there. There's the QR codes you need to have a look at. Have a look at this now. Stansbury, tides come in. It looks absolutely fantastic. Just shows the difference when the tide comes in, the tide's out, how the place just looks. And you can see in the distance those floating pontoons just over the distance. They're right out in the water now, and they're in about, I'd say about 2 foot of water in that area out there. So, for what I could see earlier, yeah, a couple of feet of water, 2-3 foot of water, safe to swim. So if you're in the area, come and check out Stansbury. Very nice little country town on the Yorke Peninsula here in South Australia. Well, this is where I parked up last night. A few other places I could have put my head down, but I thought, no, this is out of the way. There's what I'm looking at first thing this morning. Bit overcast. They did forecast a bit of rain probably, I don't know. So here's another one of the tower art trail that's around the place. I was thinking of throwing the drone up, but definitely not. I've even had to put the windsock on the camera. So let's go for a wander around. I like the crab actually. They've got a little shelter here where you can sit down and have a cup of coffee, or here we go. More about the artist. Well, this got a couple of guys, 13 days to do that. That's freakish. And there's the QR code if you're interested. Mike Macatron and Conrad Bizjak. Tell you what, it's not bad. There's the dolphins up above the van. We'll go for a wander around and see what's just follow the viewing path, really. We're looking at. So this one's at Stansbury. If you stop into any information centre, they'll give you a map where the majority of them are in the Yorke Peninsula. So the Stansbury Water Tower, you'll see it as you're coming in the Stansbury. Well, we might put an end to this video. I hope you like it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and click on the notification bell. So stay safe, and we'll see you on the next one.